The critic. While most are content with trivial matters like film, food, or literature, one man dares to review all facets of life's rich tapestry at your behest. In the face of life's greater challenges, there is one critic you can turn to.
I'm Myles Barlow. Welcome to Review.
Coming up in the program, everybody hates Myles. And later, objection, Your Honour. I weigh myself on the scales of justice. But first...
This letter comes from Michelle of Habit Cove, who writes, Dear Myles, I'm currently holidaying in Thailand, and while shopping came across a pair of Armani jeans for only $20. Now, obviously they're fake, but they look so good, does it really matter if no one can tell the difference? Regards, Michelle. Imitation. Can you replace the genuine article?
I'm Andre Hollington.
I've hired a private investigator to compile a dossier on missing person Andre Hollington. At a very young age, his parents' bitter divorce saw Andre taken from the US to Australia by his father. His mother and brother lost touch with Andre, but since hearing of his father's death, they'd reignited the search. Now, some 35 years later, their prayers are about to be answered.
Mum?
Oh my God! Oh my boy! Oh my boy! You're really here. You're really here.
I really am.
You.
It's me. You must be Cliff.
This is my Andre.
Welcome home, Andre.
Thank you.
This is my
You look great. You look
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah.
Roy, honey. Come here. Meet your brother.
Roy,
That's Roy.
pleased to meet you. Again.
I can't believe you're really here.
Thus far, my imitation of their beloved Andre was going smoothly.
Beautiful house.
I always thought that you lived up in Queensland, is it? What was the name of
Yes.
that town again, honey? I had it
Toowoomba.
written down.
Toowoomba.
Listen to him. He sounds just like a real Aussie.
What do you do for work?
I always thought that you'd become a doctor or a lawyer or something.
The urge to please them was overwhelming.
Well, you're in luck. I'm a doctor.
There you go. The red hair's a surprise.
Yes, well, Dad said that I had a great uncle who had red hair,
Of
so I suppose...
course, his
that's
Uncle
where it comes
Ross.
from.
His Uncle Ross, that's
Yes,
where that
Uncle Ross.
comes from.
It's,
That's...
But you know, I do have something that I wanted to show you. That's one that I've carried around, well, for many years. Dad gave it to me, and I thought you might recognise.
Look at you.
Hi, this is my Andre.
Mum paraded counterfeit Andre around town with pride. And in turn, I was thrilled to be taken as the real McCoy.
Do you eat kangaroo in Australia?
Yes.
You do? Gail, sweetheart, are you okay? That sounds like a bad
I've
cough.
had this terrible cold for weeks now.
Well, have I introduced you to my son, the doctor?
Really?
I'm just a surgeon.
Oh, sweetheart, please.
more of
You can take a look,
Oh,
can't
what a
you, please, for
godsend.
me?
Say for me? Yes, that all looks fine. Nothing to worry about.
But
That'll clear up in no
it's
time.
really in my chest. Really, really. It's in my chest.
Just cough for me? Yes, I don't think there's too much to worry about. I think just some hot water and lemon and a good night's sleep and you'll be fine.
See that?
Okay,
He knows
then.
what he's talking about, honey. He's a surgeon.
Doctor in the
I know. I can get used to having a doctor and oh, my boy. My
I've
son,
also
the
done a little
doctor.
optometry.
Thank
if
you.
you're,
Oh, you're kidding. Optometry.
Throwing some heat.
Could you pass me the tomato sauce? Ketchup. Oh, ketchup. Over the coming weeks, I played the role of Andre with great conviction. The line between bona fide and imitation became increasingly blurred. I was bowling them over. For all intents and purposes, I was Andre Hollington. Only one stubborn pin remained.
Here you go, Roy. I got you a tea.
I don't drink tea.
I'll leave you to it then.
You know, it really means the world to your mother that you made the trip.
Yes, well, it means a lot to me as well. I just hope that Roy can bring himself to warm to me at some point.
Well, you know, it took him a while to warm up to me, too.
And then after that, I spent 3 years in Darfur as a volunteer doctor. It was eye-opening, to say the least.
Imagine, what an experience.
Going out.
Oh, hey, Roy, honey, why don't you take your brother,
I'm leaving right now.
But that's okay, I can finish up here, I'm just fine.
Are you sure?
Yes, of course. You two brothers, go on and get out of my kitchen.
All right.
Go. Have a good time, okay? Have a good time, boys.
Roy, the final hurdle in my ruse.
Listen, Roy, I know it can't be easy.
You wouldn't have any idea what it's like for me. You show up out of nowhere, you look nothing like you used to, making Mom all happy.
Well, what's wrong with that?
How do we even know you're the real deal? Who you say you are? Could be anyone.
Roy, please, I'm your brother.
Time to play my trump card. When it comes to imitation, attention to detail is everything.
What the hell are you doing?
This scar gets really itchy.
How'd you get that?
I have no idea. This flares up sometimes. Must be rain on the way.
Sled.
I'm sorry?
I was sleigh riding with Andre and we crashed and the runner ripped right through his thigh.
Oh, I guess that must be it.
There was blood everywhere. And Dad never forgave me for it.
It's not your fault, Roy. Okay?
With Roy buying my mocked-up scar, the forgery was complete.
Is that what you do to me? He's my brother. We're brothers. He's my brother.
Bigger than anything you've ever caught. Clifford. This would be barely legal.
Would you use a tadpole net?
Two comedians in the same family.
You better be careful, you'll wind up back inside.
What?
Well, if the fisheries department catch you with undersized fish like that, they'll throw away the key. Won't they?
How do you know I was inside?
You told me.
The hell I did.
Well, Mum must have then.
No, I didn't.
What's going on? Roy was in jail.
You were in jail?
Oh, we told everyone he was in Alaska working.
Who are you?
I'm Andre. I'm your brother.
Shit. How could you possibly know I was inside?
Come on, bro, let me get you another beer.
I'm calling the cops.
All right, I just... Technically, I'm not actually Andre. But does it really matter? I've come to love you as a son and you as a brother and as a nephew. And you seem to like me, so really, what's the difference?
It's not true. You're not my son.
Yes, but who's going to know? I mean, you didn't. And look at Cliff. I mean, he's not really our dad, but we've all come to accept him, haven't we?
I've been a part of this family for 32 years.
Precisely, and now I'm part of the family too. It's... Look, all I'm saying is that if you can't have the real thing, then why not take me? Please, just... Won't you let me be your Andre? Okay. You might want to get that checked out. I'm not actually a doctor either. But I am from Australia, so that bit's true. I don't have to be a brother. I can be a cousin. Ow! Oi! Ow! Wait, please! Let's talk about this!
Ultimately, the Hollingtons weren't prepared to make do with an imitation. Like Michelle's Bangkok Armanis, I may have looked the part, but after a few wears, I began to unravel as the threads of authenticity gave way to my bulging buttocks of deception.
I desperately tried to patch my trousers of genetic forgery, but my shoddy needlework soon revealed that I was nothing more than a fraudulent offspring in charlatan's clothing. A heartbreaking ordeal for all involved. 1.5 stars.
Oh, no, come on, you know you don't want it. I said no. Bloody prick tease.
Being molested by a rugby league player is a disgusting personal invasion with only minor tabloid opportunities. 2 stars. No, I
How you doing?
leave me alone!
This week I spoke to Christopher Heinrich, who, after defrauding his family business, fled to Brazil. He left behind a path of destruction, but now he wishes to make amends and is preparing to return home to face the music. Well, Christopher, the only music you're likely to be facing is a symphony of hatred.
To truly experience hatred, one must conduct oneself in a manner that elicits a deep-seated loathing.
G'day, Rob.
Hello,
G'day.
I'm Myles. I've just moved in next door, so I'm your new...
Having moved into a close-knit community, I concocted a story which would appeal to their insecurities and fears.
Listen, Rob, I'm legally required to tell you that I'm a reformed sex offender.
So what?
Yes, it's just a formality. I've got to go door to door and tell everyone in the neighbourhood my history, and it's more of a chore than anything. A bit embarrassing. I should also add that I do have a little bit of a drinking problem. It's nothing much to worry about. I can get a little violent when I drink. So, but you've got good locks on all the doors and the windows, do you? Any alarm systems on the house? Or no? Okay. What about the dog? Is that a trained guard dog or? No, it's not. Making it easy for me, aren't you?
Can I help you?
Once the hate ball was rolling on the home front, I took on several jobs that would induce a more widespread social hatred.
Please, I was only 2 minutes over.
Well, you can tell that to a judge if you like. You have a very nice day. Oh, there you go. Oh, good. Look, I'm from Funshare Real Estate. No, it's a real company. No, I haven't done that before. But hello, hello.
That's a shame, isn't it?
I believe this is yours.
Oh, what do you got there? That's funny. Excuse me. You lot, does this brick belong to you? That's not mine, no. I don't think any of them own that brick, Miles. It must be your brick. It must belong in your car, pervert. Hey, listen to me. This is just the fucking beginning, okay? Pervert.
While I understand the hatred against me, I am nevertheless feeling murmurs of retribution. I pushed on with my quest to be hated no matter where I was.
Hello. You're going to have to speak up. I'm at the movies. No, I've seen this one before. She dies in the end.
You fine? Have you lost something? Oh, no. Oh, where's your car? Your car has vanished. That was a really nice car as well, Miles. Where's it gone?
What have you done with it?
I haven't done anything with it, mate. You probably left the doors unlocked and someone pinched it.
That's illegal.
Oh, no. I tell you what is illegal. People writing that on your house, on the window that you just had fixed because someone threw a brick through it. Pervert house. Well, that must be because you're a pervert and you live in this house.
I don't have time for this, Don. I'm late for a meeting.
Oh, I don't have time for this, Don. You see this one? It says fuck off, because everyone in this street would like you to fuck off.
While the car was easy to replace, I couldn't replace the resentment I felt towards others.
Bloody Volvo driver, step on it, dickhead. We were a tight-knit community.
Mr. Barlow, Mr. Barlow, what do you have to say to the people of Australia?
The vilification was overwhelming. I was becoming an insular, hateful person myself.
They've got to get them out of here, and if they don't, we're going to be forced to take matters into our own hands, and we're not afraid to do that. If it comes to protecting our children, we'll do that.
So you're angry?
Oi, what the fuck are you doing? you giving me a ticket for?
You're parked over a driveway.
Yeah, it's my bloody driveway.
You're also driving an unroadworthy vehicle, and that's a big one, I'm afraid.
Oh, you think you're pretty fucking smart, don't you, Ginger?
I'm simply doing my job, sir.
Oh, you're just doing your job.
Yes.
You know what you are? You know what you are? You are a fucking slimy little faggot. You're a pervert fucking fuck. I have seen you looking at my ass every day. I reckon you'd fucking try and fuck me if you had the chance, wouldn't you? Huh? You fucking make me sick. You fuck! Huh? Your fucking hat. How's that? There's your fucking hat. Get yours. Faggot. Hello, kids.
The constant wave of hatred against me was difficult to absorb. My life had become something of a hate fest.
You're out late, mate. It's not safe around here. There's a pervert lives in this street.
Rational thought had left me. I was consumed with hatred for those who hate me.
And then I said to her, why don't you just get some cream and put it on that shit? So she did. And then I said,
like any Steven Seagal action film, retribution was now high on my agenda.
There's your brickbat, Don.
Like the surly mother of a satanic child, hatred breeds hatred. Initially, I was able to manage my aggression, but as my cooking pot of tolerance began to overflow, I boiled over into a violent, hateful froth, soiling all surfaces with my putrid stains of abomination, until the dining community of sanity and reason began to boycott my culinary malevolence altogether. So, Christopher, if you do return from Brazil, why not splurge on an upgrade as a last hurrah before an existence of intolerable persecution? 1 star.
Warwick, look at this place. Pet llamas, while providing an ample supply of wool, are a cumbersome, destructive pet with an odd smell. 1.5 stars. Is that my first edition Moby Dick? Well, thank you very much.
And now it's time for our letter of the week. This week's letter comes from Alex, who writes, Dear Myles, I don't drink anymore due to the fact that I've lost my wife to an idiot drink driver. My friends are well aware of this tragedy, yet whenever I say I want justice, they don't seem to take me seriously. I don't see what the big deal is. I think it's quite understandable that someone in my position be served justice. It's insulting. Don't you think there is something seriously wrong if a person can't simply get justice in this day and age? Yours, Alex. Alex's passionate plea is common to us all. How does one find justice?
Okay, this is the actual raid from the police on the 10th of March.
The charges facing me over my cult leadership presented the perfect opportunity to examine justice firsthand. But not if I took a deal.
This is the best deal you're going to get. My advice is take it.
What, and forgo the chance to face my accusers? Take the easy way out and avoid defending myself.
In a word, yes.
He was right. But if true justice was to prevail, it had to play out in court.
I think we should fight it. Time to face the music, my old friend.
I would have my day in court.
No, I'm looking forward to this.
Former cult members came out of the woodwork.
He took everything we had.
It destroyed my life and my family's.
In what way?
We lost everything.
And what did the defendant tell you to do?
He told us to go out and get firearms, lots of them, to defend ourselves with. He was totally obsessed with it. Anything he could get his hands on. Machine guns, grenades.
That's ridiculous.
We were brainwashed and scared.
You didn't mind the tax breaks, though, did you, Dita?
Thank you, that's enough.
Very sorry, Your Honour.
Well, he told us he was going to save us, you know. We were going to leave the Earth for a 5-star existence in eternity. Well, he just bloody well exploited us. There's no doubt he was in it for himself, only in for his own personal gains. He's ruined my life!
Get lunch. Barlow, you bloody better hope they lock you up, mate. Otherwise, I'm going to kill you myself.
And it was only to become worse when they called upon a certain character witness.
David.
Myles,
What are you doing here?
it reminds me of the time when my beautiful Siamese cat, Sandy, went missing. Myles came round with a homemade pie, and then we discovered, well, you can guess what was in the pie.
That's absurd. How is that even relevant?
Myles, shut up.
In the face of David's damning critique,
How would you describe Myles Barlow in your own words?
I called my own character witness.
I found Mr. Barlow to be totally trustworthy, completely honest, a pillar of society.
All right, we've suffered this song and dance long enough. Back to your seats, both of you.
I told you wouldn't take me seriously without the wig.
After listening to others talk about me, I was eager for the chance to speak for myself.
Did you or did you not manipulate vulnerable people by signing them up to your sect?
Your Honour, if giving people a home is a crime, then I guess I'm guilty.
Except you used a false pretense to manipulate them, didn't you? You said that you were some kind of messiah, that they could obtain salvation through you.
Look, if giving people hope is a crime, then, again, I guess I'm guilty.
Not only that, you used sex as a tool of control. You slept with other men's wives, with their daughters. Indeed, any woman you could seduce from your position of power.
Your Honour, if giving lonely women some comfort is a crime, then...
In this case, it is. Julia Dolman was 15 years of age when you commenced having sexual relations with her.
Well, if not knowing somebody's age is a crime...
She told me she was 19.
And you told her you were the bloody chosen one.
I was at the time.
This is what I was trying to avoid, Myles. You didn't take me seriously.
Well, it's a bit hard to take you seriously when you hire a comedian as your age.
Excuse me, I'm a qualified lawyer, okay?
Oh, really? Or is this some sort of elaborate ruse?
Myles.
What are there hidden cameras here? You're going to show up in court dressed as Osama bin Laden or
Myles,
I don't
it's
know.
not Charles's fault. You got yourself into this.
Of course, sometimes the course of justice can take a perverse turn.
Good God, you do look 15.
I'm 16 now. It was my birthday last month.
Oh, happy birthday. Look, I need you to do something really important for me.
I didn't have sexual relations with Myles.
I want to be quite sure of this, Miss Dolman. Are you saying you did not engage in sexual intercourse with the defendant?
That's right, I did not. Because it was God I was lying with, not Myles. And when he was inside of me, I knew it was a far greater power. Every thrust is a step closer to God. Myles was the conduit.
Oh, I see. And how often did this lying with God take place?
14. 15, including this morning.
Well, this morning doesn't count. She's 16 now. It's hardly relevant.
You wanted justice. Congratulations, buddy.
Well, can't you
the
call
system
them?
works.
You must be able to get that deal back. You haven't even tried.
I told you, the ship has sailed. Unless you've got something very clever up your sleeve, you're going to prison for a long time.
With the scales of justice weighing me down, I sought salvation from drug-dealing thespian Tony Hayes.
I haven't seen you for a while. Thought you kicked the stuff.
Well, yes, but I just had a rotten day and I could really use a hit.
Yeah, come on in.
So I've written another screenplay that we're just about to shoot. Yeah, it's about this doctor who gets falsely accused of murdering his wife, and then he goes down for it and he escapes, and then while he's on the run, he has to try and prove his innocence.
Like The Fugitive.
What?
Harrison Ford, Tommy Lee Jones. In fact, it was a television series before that.
It's not a fucking television series. I don't do fucking television.
No, that's right. You do films that you make using your drug dealing money, don't you? That's...
Well, yeah.
You, Anthony Noel Hayes, are a drug dealer. Is that correct? Just answer me.
Help! Fucking hell! Don't you fuck! Stay where you are! Hey, you're fucking dog food! You're dog food! Hey! I'm one of your employees! I'm one of your employees! I fucking know people! I know people! I'm wearing Heath Ledger! Fucking Tony Collette!
I've since been contacted by Alex, who explained that he wasn't talking about justice at all. He was in fact referring to his penchant for ordering just ice instead of a drink when he's out with friends. Now, I will take this opportunity to remind viewers to do a manual spell check, as typos like this often slip through. And sadly, because of this one, a man is now in prison, which means that justice hasn't really been served at all. But ice has, and it's much better when it has a drink in it. 1 star. Coming up next week, Uganda, bucket bongs, and I wandered too far from a nudist colony. All that and more next time on Review.